It's been a while, but I'm back. Welcome everyone to the 2025 qualifiers of the Marble Olympics. We have 4 groups of qualifications to get through, and the top 4 from each team are guaranteed in, and then the next 2, so 5 and 6 from each group, are going to battle it out for 4 more spots to get into the league for a total of 20 teams competing in 16 events. But first we have to do qualifiers. So we're going to start off with block pushing for our first event. And we are going to start with Group A, the Autumn Leaves, Diamond Crushers, Dino Destroyers, Flash Fires, Honey Badgers, Ice Chippers, Ivy League, Pixie Crew, River Raptors, Rosemary Regime, Royal Rollers, Soap Bubbles, Sun Drops, Twilight Twisters, Valiant Vanillas, and Violet Vortexes. Alright, so here's how this event is going to work. We have the starting gate here. All 4 teammates are going to be lined up. And then I'm going to let them release, and they're going to hit the blocks, and they're going to see who can get the farthest distance. And the total score after 2 rolls is the team score. After that, points will be awarded based on the results. So Group A, let's get started. Our groups are going to be just alphabetical order for this first event. So we'll have the first 4, then these 4, then these 4, and then the last 4. Alright, so let's get started with Heat 1. Alright, so in our first heat, we have the Autumn Leaves, the Diamond Crushers, Dino Destroyers, and the Flash Fires. Heat 1 of 2, and they're off. And here are a look at the scores. Let's get the final results. Here are the results of Heat 1. Autumn Leaves 17.4. Diamond Crushers 21.3. Dino Destroyers 19.5. And Flash Fires 17.5. Let's get everything restarted and set up for Heat 2 of 2. And it looks like the Autumn Leaves are going to have a good push. We switched the marbles lanes for them to have the best opportunity to improve, and it looks like it worked out for the Autumn Leaves, but not so much the Flash Fires. Let's get the final scores for this one. Autumn Leaves got a 20.4, Diamond Crushers 19.5, Dino Destroyers 19.1, and Flash Fires 14.7. So the Autumn Leaves total is a 37.8, Diamond Crushers is a 48, Dino Destroyers is a 38.6, and the Flash Fires is a 32.2. So currently the Diamond Crushers are the ones to beat. Let's get the next teams up and ready to go. Alright, our next 4 teams up are the Honey Badgers, the Ice Chippers, the Ivy League, and the Pixie Crew. So this is Heat 2A, and there they go. Nice push there by the Pixie Crew. Let's get the results. The Honey Badgers got a 20.4, the Ice Chippers got a 15.2, the Ivy League got a 15.1, and the Pixie Crew got a 21.8, which is the best push all day. Let's get set up for Heat 2B. Alright, here we go, Heat 2B. And it's another good push by the Pixie Crew, but an even better one by the Honey Badgers. Let's see what those scores look like. The Honey Badgers put up a 19.8, Ice Chippers 13.6, Ivy League 16.2, and the Pixie Crew a 19.6, which means the Honey Badgers got a 40.2, Ice Chippers 28.8, Ivy League 31.3, and the Pixie Crew take the lead with a 41.4. Congratulations to them, but we're only halfway done with Group A. So let's get going with Heat 3A. Alright, here we go with Heat 3A. We have the River Raptors, the Rosemary Regime, the Royal Rollers, and the Soap Bubbles. And they're off. And that's a good run by the Soap Bubbles, but not as good as what we've seen in previous heats. So let's see what the scores are. So the River Raptors got a 14.1. The Rosemary Regime got an 18.2. Same with the Royal Rollers. And then the Soap Bubbles got a 19.7. Let's get ready for Heat 3B. Here we go, Heat 3B. 3, 2, ready, and they're off. Solid hits from everybody. The Soap Bubbles are going to get the farthest out again, and that's a really good push past 20. Let's see what the results are. So the River Raptors got a 15.6. The Rosemary Regime got a 16.9. The Royal Rollers 18.3. And the Soap Bubbles got a 20.1, which puts the River Raptors at a 29.7. the Rosemary Regime at a 35.1, the Royal Rollers at a 36.5, and the Soap Bubbles at a 39.8. So nobody broke 40, which means the leader is still the Pixie Crew. Let's go on to Heat D. Here we go with Heat 4A. We have the Sundrops, the Twilight Twisters, the Valiant Vanillas, and the Violet Vortexes. 3, 2, ready, and they're off. Ooh, and the Valiant Vanillas are gonna get out towards 22. That was a really good push from them, as well as the Sundrops. Let's see the results. All those scores seemingly high so far. The Sundrops got a 20.5. The Twilight Twisters a 19.4, Valiant Vanillas 21.8, and the Violet Vortex is 17.4. Let's go on to Heat 4B. All right, Heat 4B now. They're off. Good pushes again from a lot of marbles. The Valiant Vanillas, that was a really good second push. All right, let's see what scores are going to be. The Sundrops got an 18.3, Twilight Twisters a 20.0, Valiant Vanillas a 21.5, and the Violet Vortex has got a 19.2. All four marbles total results are pretty good. Sundrops got a 38.8, Twilight Twisters a 39.4, Valiant Vanillas a 43.3, and the Violet Skies got a 36.6. Let's look for the final result. So those are the placements off to the left of what those scores represent. Now let's see what the points look like on the other side. So the Autumn Leaves have 7, Diamond Crushers 15, Dino Destroyers 8, Flash Fires 3, Honey Badgers 12, Ice Troopers 0, Ivy League 2, Pixie Crew 20, River Rafters 1, Rosemary Regime 4, Royal Rollers 5, Soap Bubbles 11, Sundrops 9, Twilight Twisters 10, Valiant Vanillas 25, and Violet Vortexes 6. The points work like this. First place 25, second place 20, then it's 15, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. So that's why it looks like that. And we won't know who is winning until the very end because the teams are not organized in order by points. At the end, we will add up, or at the end of 4 events, we will add up each score to see who has the most points. And like I said, the top 4 teams from each group will automatically move on, and then 5th and 6th from each group will battle for 4 more spots to get the last 4 teams that make it. Alright, so we are done with Group A. Let's move on to Group B. For Group B, we have the Emerald Evergreens, Forest Rangers, Gold Goddesses, Jawbreakers, Lyman Dashers, Mountain Climbers, Musketeers, Red Riots, Ruby Raiders, Sea Strikers, Shadow Strikers, Stallions, Tallgrass Prairies, Team Primary, Valley Dashers, and the Violet Skies. Alright, so let's go with Group 5A. Emerald Evergreens, Forest Rangers, Golden Goddesses, and the Jawbreakers. And here they go. And it looks like the Golden Goddesses will have the farthest push, although it was not as far as the farthest push from Group A. Let's see what the scores are. So the Emerald Evergreens got a 14.6, the Forest Rangers got an 18.4, the Gold Goddesses got a 19.1, and the Jawbreakers got a 17.6. Alright, Heat 5B is coming up. Alright, Heat 5B, and they're off. Ooh, and the Golden Goddesses push the block out of the lane, kind of. It's still going to count because it stays on, but that was almost an invalid run by them. They still do get past 21, however. Let's see what the score is. Emerald Evergreens got a 15.9. Forest Rangers got a 18.6. Gold Goddesses got 21.7. And the Jawbreakers got an 18.5. So the Emerald Evergreens got a 30.5. The Forest Rangers got a 37, the Gold Goddesses got a 40.8, and the Jawbreakers got a 36.1. Alright, let's move on to Group 6A. Group 6 consists of Lyman Dashers, Mountain Climbers, Musketeers, and Red Riots. Let's go with Group 6A. Here we go. And it looks like the Musketeers are going to get the farthest with close to a 21.5. Let's see what the results are. So the Lyman Dashers got a 17.3. The Mountain Climbers got a 19.8. The Musketeers got a 21.2, and the Red Riots got an 18.8. All right, let's go on to 6B. All right, here's 6B. And they're off. Ooh, it looks like a good push there from the Red Riots, close to a 22, if not over. And it looks like everybody made it past the 16 mark this time. Lyman Dashers just barely making it to 16. Let's see the results. So the Lyman Dashers got a 16.1, Mountain Climbers 19.9, Musketeers 21.2, and the Red Riots just shy of 22 with a 21.9. And the final scores, Lyman Dashers 33.4, Mountain Climbers 39.7, Musketeers 42.4, and that's the highest score yet, even beating all the scores from Group A. And the Red Riots a 40.7. Let's move on to Heat 7A. All right, from Group 7, we have Ruby Raiders, Sea Strikers, Shadow Strikers, and the Stallions. Here's 7A. And it looks like a good run for the Shadow Strikers, around a 21. Everyone else is clear past 17, though. That's a good run for everyone. Let's see the results. The Ruby Raiders got an 18.8, Sea Strikers 18.7, Shadow Strikers 20.8, and the Stallions got a 17.9. All right, let's go to 7B. Right, here's 7B. And they're off. And it looks like a pretty even push for everybody. Everyone up towards 19 plus. That's a good run once again. And these four have been very consistent. And the Ruby Raiders got a 20.2, Sea Strikers 18.8, Shadow Strikers 21.1, and the Stallions a 19.8. Which brings their totals to Ruby Raiders 39, Sea Strikers 37.5, Shadow Strikers 41.9, and Stallions 37.7. All right, let's move on to Heat 8A. All right, Heat 8A, we have Tallgrass Prairie's Team Primary, Valley Dashers, and Violet Skies. And there they go. It's a good push from the top three, all close to 22. The only one back of that is Team Primary. So let's see what the results are. Tallgrass Prairie's got a 21. Team Primary got an 18.3. Valley Dashers got a 22.1, which is the highest score so far. And the Violet Skies got a 21.9. All right, let's go to Heat 8B. All right, Heat 8B. And there they go. Looks like another solid push, almost to 24 for the Tallgrass Prairies. That was a good run from everybody once again, though. All right, let's see what scores are going to be. The Tallgrass Prairies got a new record with a 23.2, Team Primary 20.8, Valley Dashers 17.4, and the Violet Skies 21.1. The Tallgrass Prairies also set a new record for the combined total with a 44.2. Team Primary got a 39.1, Valley Dashers got a 39.5, and Violet Skies would have also set a new record, but since Tallgrass Prairies beat them to it, they could not, but they got a 43 even. All right, let's move on to the results from this group, and then we will move on to Group C. And with those scores, the Emerald Evergreens received 0 points, Forest Rangers 3, Golden Goddesses 11, Jawbreakers 2, Lyman Dashers 1, Mountain Climbers 9, Musketeers 15, Red Riots 10, Red Raiders 6, Sea Strikers 4, Shadow Strikers 12, Stallions 5, Tallgrass Prairies 25, Team Primary 7, Valley Dashers 8, and Violet Skies 20. Let's move on to Group C. For Group C, we have the Birthday Bashers, Comet Crew, Dark Horses, Desert Dashers, Dream Team, Echoing Eruptions, Frozen Treats, Galactic Empire, Gummy Bears, Olive Orbs, Peppermint Patties, Pink Pony Club, Saucy Speeders, Storm Chasers, Team Clarity, and the Yellow Jackets. So Group A is consisting of, Group 9A is consisting of Birthday Bashers, Comet Crew, Dark Horses, and the Desert Dashers. Here we go. 9A, Birthday Bashers, Comet Crew, Dark Horses, and Desert Dashers. And they're off. And that's a good run for the Desert Dashers. Poor performance there by the Dark Horses, barely reaching 12. But that's a good performance from the Dessert Dashers. Also pretty good from the Birthday Bashers. All right, 9B now. And there they go. Another good one by the Comet Crew. They almost get out towards 24, it looks like. But another disappointing finish for the Dark Horses. They are looking very bad as of just now. So, let's see what the scores are. The Birthday Bashers get a 19.5. The Comet Crew set a new individual record, getting a 23.4. The Dark Horses get an 11.4. And the Dessert Dashers get an 18.4. The Birthday Bashers get a 38.8 overall. The Comet Crew a 42.5. Dark Horses a 23.4. And the Dessert Dashers a 39.5. So, kind of all over the board with this heat. Let's move on to 10A. Heat 10, we have the Dream Team, Echoing Eruptions, Frozen Treats, and the Galactic Empire. Here's 10A. 3, 2, ready, and they're off. And it looks like pretty poor performances from everybody. Let's see how that scores. The Dream Team sets a record low with a 10.8. Then it's the Echoing Eruptions 14.9. Frozen Treats 15.3. And the Galactic Empire with a 15.6. Alright, let's get set up for 10B. Alright, 10B, here we go. And it looks like even worse scores this time. Nobody getting past 16. This is going to be very low totals. Probably all 4 of these teams are going to be towards the bottom of the order for this group. So the Dream Team get another record low with a 10.6. Their total was a 21.4, which is also a record low. The Echoing Eruptions get a 14.3, and their score is a 29.2. The Frozen Treats get a 15.2. Their score becomes a 30.5. And the Galactic Empire get a 13.7, making their score a 29.3. In the blocks now is Group 11A, and it's Gummy Bears, Olive Orbs, Peppermint Patties, and the one all the way at the end is the Pink Pony Club. All right, this is 11A, 3, 2, ready, go. And they're off. And these scores are going to be better than what we just saw the previous groups do, but not by much. The bottom 2 teams still in that 14 and 13 range. The Gummy Bears get an 18.3, Olive Orbs 19.2, Peppermint Patties 14.3, and the Pink Pony Club get a 13.9. All right, let's go to 11B. All right, 11B. Here they go. Better performances for some of the teams, but the Olive Orbs are going to come out on top this time. The Gummy Bears' second total is a 16.9, Olive Orbs 18.6, Peppermint Patty 16.1, and Pink Pony Club 15.4. The Gummy Bears' total is a 35.2, Olive Orbs' total is a 37.8, Peppermint Patty's total is a 30.4, and the Pink Pony Club total is a 29.3. That is not the worst so far. And we have Group 12 left before Group C is over. So Group 12 is up next. This is 12A. We have the Saucy Speeders, Storm Chasers, Team Clarity, and the Yellow Jackets. And there they go. And pretty poor performances all around. Once again, Team Clarity is going to pull out on top though. So the Saucy Speeders get a 13.3. The Storm Chasers get a 15.9, Team Clarity 16.9, and the Yellow Jackets a 14.2. Let's go on to 12B. Right, 12B now. And there they go. And it looks like Team Clarity will come out on top again, but it's still not the best distances for everybody. And the Saucy Speeders get a 15.5, raising their score to a 28.8. And the Storm Chasers get a 15.8, raising their score to a 31.7. The Team Clarity, 17.4, raises their score to a 34.3. And the Yellow Jackets, also a 15.5, raising their score to a 29.7. All right, let's get the results from Group C, and then we will move on to Group D. So from the results, Birthday Bashers get 15, Comet Crew 25, Dark Horses 1, Dessert Dashers 20, Dream Team 0, Echoing Eruptions 3, Frozen Treats 8, Galactic Empire 5, Gummy Bears 11, Olive Orbs 12, Peppermint Patty 7, Pink Pony Club 4, Saucy Speeders 2, Storm Chasers 9, Team Clarity 10, and Yellow Jackets 6. And we are finally moving on to Group D of qualifying. For Group D, we have the Balls of Play-Doh, the Berry Blasters, Blue Brigade, Citrus Spinners, Clearies, Coral Crushers, Imagination Land, Jungle Kings, Ladies of the Lake, Minty Madness, Painted Ladies, Purple Hearts, Red Hot Racers, Snow Angels, Wisps of Darkness, and Zaptastic. Alright, Group A is the this is 13A, Balls of Play-Doh, Berry Blasters, Blue Brigade, and the Citrus Spinners. Here they go. And it looks like the Balls of Play-Doh are going to have the best push, and it's just beyond a 16. So the Balls of Play-Doh get a 16 even, the Berry Blasters 15.1, Blue Brigade 14.4, and the Citrus Spinners get a 12.1. That is very low, not the lowest that we've seen though. All right, let's move on to 13B. All right, 13B, here we go. And it's very even for everyone, just around a 16, except for the Citrus Sprinters. It's pretty good for this group. The Balls of Play-Doh get a 15.6, the Berry Blasters 15.8, Blue Brigade 15.3, and the Citrus Spinners a 14.4. That brings the Balls of Play-Doh to a 31.6, the Berry Blasters to a 30.9, the Blue Brigade to a 29.7, and the Citrus Spinners to a 26.5. All right, let's move on to Group 14. So Group 14A, we have the Clearies, Coral Crushers, Imagination Land, and the Jungle Kings. Here they go. Ooh, and that's a pretty solid push for Imagination Land. That's a push that we haven't seen in a while. All the groups seems like they've been in a slump since, qualifiers B groups. But Imagination Land bringing back the heat with almost a 20. That was great for them. The Clearies get a 16.4, Coral Crushers 11.4, Imagination Land 19.7, and the Jungle Kings get a 15.4. All right, let's go to 14B. All right, 14B now. And that's a great push from the Clearies, and an even better from Imagination Land. This is what we're talking about. Group D is coming alive. The Clearies get a 19 flat. Coral Crushers get an 11.6. Imagination Land get a 20.8. And the Jungle Kings get a 16.1, bringing the Clearies score to a 35.4. The Coral Crushers to a 23 even. Imagination Land goes a 40.5. And the Jungle Kings to a 31.7. Time to move on to Group 15. All right, Group 15A sees the Ladies of the Lake, Minty Madness, Painted Ladies, and Purple Hearts. And there they go. Into the blocks, and that's a good push for the Purple Hearts. Everyone else, not so much. Let's see what the scores are. The Ladies of the Lake got a 14.4, Minty Madness 15.5, Painted Ladies got a 12.6, and the Purple Hearts with a 20.4. All right, let's go to 15B. All right, here we go, 15B. And it's a good push for the Ladies of the Lake, but not good pushes overall. That's a little bit disappointing after the Purple Hearts' promising 20s run. The Ladies of the Lake get an 18.8. Minty Madness gets a 14.9. Painted Ladies, they get a 14.8. And the Purple Hearts get an 18.7. This brings the Ladies of the Lake score to a 33.2. Minty Madness gets a 30.4. Painted Ladies 27.4. And the Purple Hearts a 39.1. Let's go on to Group 16A, the final group. 16 sees the Red Hot Racers, the Snow Angels, the Wisps of Darkness, and the Zaptastics, excuse me. All right, 16A. 3, 2, ready, and they're off. Looks to be about a 19 for the Zaptastics, but otherwise poor runs from everybody else. Let's tally up those scores. The Red Hot Racers get a 16.4, the Snow Angels 17.9, Wisps of Darkness 14.8, and the Zaptastics get a 19 flat. All right, one more run, and then final scores will be tallied. All right, 16B, here they go. And it was an average run for the Red Hot Racers and the Snow Angels, but poor runs for the other two teams. What happened to Zaptastics? They were doing okay, and then they just fell off. Let's see what the total scores are for this. All right, so the Red Hot Racers got an 18 flat, the Snow Angels an 18-1, the Wisps of Darkness got a 13.8, and the Zaptastics got a 15.4. That brings the Red Hot Racers to a 34-4, Snow Angels 36 flat, Wisps of Darkness 28-6, and the Zaptastics 34-4. All right, let's tally up who won this group, and then we'll get to the conclusion of this video. All right, so those scores brought the Balls of Play-Dohs to 7, Berry Blasters 6, Blue Brigade 4, Stitcher Spinners 1, Clearies 12, Coral Crushers 0, Imagination Land 25, Jungle Kings 8, Ladies of the Lake 9, Minty Madness 5, Painted Ladies 2, Purple Hearts 20, Red Hot Racers 10, Snow Angels 15, Wisps of Darkness 3, and the Zaptastics 11. So here's a look at all 64 teams and their scores. The leaders from Group A, Comet Crew with 25, B, Tallgrass Prairies 25, C, Valiant Vanillas 25, and D, Imagination Land 25. All right, remember the rules. The top 4 teams from each group will advance straight to the Marble Olympics, and then 5th and 6th from each group. So the 8 next teams will all compete against each other for 4 more spots to get spots 17 through 20. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm sorry it was a long one, but we're back, and we're back and better than ever. See you guys in qualifier part 2.